Do you want to get more red tones with your henna? What about hibiscus? Does that even work? Welcome to another week of Ask Henna Sooq, and my name is Khadija. I'm a leading henna hair color expert, Ayurvedic hair care specialist, and I do gorgeous henna and jagged body art. And if you have a pressing question, remember you can always put it in the comments below these videos. You might get chosen and we might answer your question. And if you are in a rush though, you definitely need to go to our website, hennasooq.com, click the live chat button on the bottom right hand corner, and you will reach one of our experts. Question number 1 comes from Zena Dome. Hey Khadija, does henna really loosen your curls? I'm interested in trying it, but I don't want to change my texture. So henna can sometimes loosen the curl pattern. It really depends on the hair. Some people experience that more than others. So it's really dependent. It really varies, you know? I would like to go on the side more so of saying yes, because it happens a little bit more often than not. So if you don't want to have that change in hair texture, you may want to use like one of our hair teas, like a henna shampoo bar, something with a little less henna, because henna powder, henna masks can be a bit stronger and you might experience loosening more. Or in between, you just use Zysifis and amla powder like masks to maintain your curls and your texture. Question number 2 comes from Eloine H. I've been using a tablespoon of hibiscus with natural brown henna, but never get any red tones. Am I doing something wrong? Well, I'm not really sure what brown henna you're using. It depends on the product you're using. And it's already brown. So hibiscus can boost henna, like natural henna, like henna that's just henna powder. Brown henna, typically, if it's another brand that you're using, because we don't carry a brown henna, because those are usually blends. Like we carry our products in a way that you can find out how to make brown tones, but it's not just with henna, it's with indigo as well. So that's why, you know, we have henna and indigo separately so that you can make the color variations you want. So if you want more red tones, you probably need to use more henna, you know, because that's what controls the red tint. Hibiscus can kind of manipulate a little bit, but the indigo in your brown henna, that it's probably there, perhaps, I don't know what brand you're using, but it probably is stronger than the hibiscus. So you probably won't get, you know, much results with that. So I recommend if you want more red, to use more henna. Question number 3 comes from Queen Brit Brat. I love these names today. I recently purchased your Zysifis powder. I wanted to know if it could be left in the hair in the form of a hair tea spritz, or if it needs to be rinsed out. So if you make it into a spritz and you do like strain it really well, that there's no particles, then you probably can easily leave it in your hair. Any type of hair tea spritz you usually can leave in your hair. It's just that you want to make sure that anything that you are infusing in water to make a hair tea spritz, that you are definitely straining it really well, because, well, before it gets into your hair, it's probably going to clog your spritz bottle. So be cautious of it. That's why I really like the hair teas, because they're in a baggie. So if you can get like an empty, you know, tea bag and put Zysifis powder in there, like one that doesn't let the powder like seep through, that should work well. But again, the powders are so fine. Like some of our hair teas they got this fine powdering. Sometimes they still escape the tea bags. So, you know, you just have to be conscious when you're getting, you know, teas, that sometimes the powders are really like fine, like, you know, like ours. So you really got to strain an extra time, you know, to make sure that it doesn't get clogged in your spritz bottle or, you know, in your hair, you know. So otherwise you don't want to leave that in your hair. You want it to be really nice and like clean tea spritz, you know, that you don't have to leave anything in your hair because of that. So I want to thank you for tuning in to another week of Ask Henna Sooq. Also, I want to thank you. Don't forget, you know, if you have any questions or comments, you can just put them below right now and we'll get back to you as well. Hit the subscribe and the bell so you don't miss any of the great videos that we have coming out. See you next time.